Now, it's a little bit odd how Qliksense does this, but this is what's referred to as a preceding load. So this part up here is the preceding load. And what I was a little hasty about is I deleted the whole thing, forgetting that we needed that. All we need to do is get rid of rem. And then what? Well, that activates this load statement here, right? What that means is all bets are off. We took off the gloves. With rem gone, this is actually a statement. It's no longer being treated as a comment, right? Now, we could run this just as is. If I just hit load statement, give it a second, and that should load just as it is. No harm, no foul, okay? But what we want to do is we actually want to see that gender be changed. So now, and this is where I wasn't paying attention. I went down here. What we want to do is go up here to where it says gender and type in that line. Now, by the way, you don't need that to be indented. I'm just doing that so you can spot it a little bit easier. Okay, but that is going to fly right there. Okay, copy, give me a second. I'm coming over there. Let's see what we got. Okay, so load. I see your load is there. That part's good. Gendered, yeah, it's got to be case sensitive. And you're on it. All right, well done, well done. Let me jump out of there. Okay, and I think everybody else is good there. Let me load that as well. All right, sorry we had to work for that one. Go ahead and load. And once that finishes, now we can go back into the sheet. All right, and notice that gender is showing the sex, not just, M or F or whatever. There you go, there you go. Okay, so sorry to drag that one out there. By the way, another way that you could use this, if you do use SQL, this is going to look familiar. Again, this is right out of your book. All right, you could do the calculation in the SQL statement as well if you'd like. Nothing wrong with that. Right? Now, why might you do that? If you can do server-side processing, that might make things go through a little bit faster. Right? So that's a good one to know as well. All right. I'll pause there for a minute. I know that took a little bit to get through there, but anybody, any questions on anything I mentioned there at all? All right, take a look on page 75. This is read less data. And with read less data, we can actually use a where clause within a SQL statement to restrict our record set. Again, I think that this presupposes that you know some SQL. I'm not assuming that you do, so I would just say that structured query language is basically using the syntax that you just saw there a moment ago, naming the fields and so forth, where we're taking them from. Now, a where clause within that syntax is basically giving some kind of